This is the Monument of Gratitude to France, which was unveiled in 1930 and built to commemorate France's contribution to Serbia during the First World War. It was designed by renowned sculptor Ivan Mestrovic, who was actually good friends with both Rodin, a famous French sculptor, and Nikola Tesla, a very famous inventor. Historically, Serbia and France have had a positive diplomatic relationship. When it came time for this monument to be restored in 2018, both countries contributed towards its costs. In front of this sculpture, and directly in front of Kalemegdan Park, you have the biggest embassy in all of Serbia, the Embassy of France. You may also notice that this style of garden is actually French in nature. If you've ever wondered why it's called Belgrade, you're about to find out. Beo, meaning white, and grad, meaning city, doesn't actually come from the snowy nature of Belgrade in the winter. While it is true that centuries ago, Belgrade was covered in snow for most of winter, it's actually named after the Belgrade Fortress, which you can find behind me. I'll be giving you a more detailed tour of the actual fortress because it is very big, and I'll also show you the garden as well. I visited Serbia in January 2023, and unfortunately, this building had just collapsed on New Year's Eve. With a limit of about 140 people, there were over 400 celebrating the new year in this building. There used to be dozens of these so-called splavs across the Sava, but now only a few remain. And to be completely honest, I think it's better that they're a little bit safer in their requirements. The Belgrade Fortress was a key military location. In fact, this was the separation between the Ottoman Empire, and on the other side of the Sava was the Austro-Hungarian Empire. As we continue to circle around the fortress, you'll see that there are key outposts and difficult obstacles to overcome to invade this fortress, which has served the Serbian people for hundreds of years. As you can see, there are so many levels to enter the Belgrade Fortress that it made life very difficult for the enemies to penetrate. Here it is, the iconic Victor Monument. Built to celebrate the Serbian victories during the 1912 to 1913 Balkan Wars, this monument was once again designed by Ivan Mestrovic. Its location is ideal. At the confluence of the Sava and Danube rivers, this statue was put into safekeeping in 1999 during the NATO bombing. Here's another perspective of the Belgrade Fortress. Behind me, you could see, once again, the Sava River, as well as New Belgrade behind us. And on your right, we have the Danube River. I'll move the camera to show what a nice view we have on a day that's about 20 degrees Celsius, with no sign of rain. At the bottom of the hill, you can see an important mosque, where in fact, they have a chandelier that's actually built out of bullets. Maybe not the most religious thing that you would expect, but this is Serbia after all. This is a view inside the fortress. We'll call it Kalemegdan Park as well. And we'll continue our tour for a little bit, but it's almost already 5 o'clock, so I better get going and not fall off the ledge. I hope you learned a thing or two about the Belgrade Fortress, as well as Kalemegdan Park. You may notice behind me that we have another series of cannons, and this wouldn't be Serbia without a combination of strange elements. So as we continue, we have some more cannons, fortress walls, a bell tower, some basketball courts, more fortress walls, as well as walkways. And if we were to zoom in, we also have the Belgrade Zoo. In conclusion, Belgrade is a fascinating city, and I hope you visit it someday. If not, I'll be your inside scoop into the city, so I'll see you next time, and subscribe at Phil Sidehop.